What's up guys, I'm Mystic Mala. Today's video is going to be about how Luxu and Yozora have a secret connection as well as backstory that tie along with it. Okay guys, for further understanding of my theory, I'm more referring to Luxu as his self and Brig as his own person having a connection with Yozora. I feel like Brig, Xigbar, the man that we know today, I feel like he was a resident of Quadratum. And he trained Yozora there, how to fight and how to, defend yourself, how to be a sharpshooter, how to wield a sword, and so on. That's why Brig, Luxu, became Ansem the Wise's guards at Radiant Garden. So I'm gonna explain it, but the Master of Masters was their overseer, and part of the Master of Masters' role was to overwatch their training, and then he would be basically like the master of Yozora, and then after when a certain amount of time passes, he sends Brig to the real realm, and Luxu's there waiting for him to take over his body, and that's how Luxu became Brig, Xigbar, the man that we know today. But make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you share with your friends, watch the rest of the video. So before we get into this, I want to let you know, please watch beginning to end so you get a full understanding of my theory. And like I always say, is take theories with a grain of salt. They are not true until proven true, but many of them have very concrete details and supporting ideas that prove it to be right. But before we get into it, make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you share it with your friends, as well as hit the notifications bell so you don't miss any of my mystic content. May your heart be your guiding key. Let's grow this mystic family. But let's start off with combat. We know that Yozora and Xigbar, Luxu, Brig, whatever you want to call them, they have a very aerial fighting style. And what I mean by aerial is they jump up in the air a lot, they float in the air a lot. We know that he's a sharpshooter too. He uses a crossbow just like Yozora. We know for a fact that there's a connection here. They are both binded by the Reclusan Sigil, so that's one correlation right there. Their fighting style is a lot alike. Not to mention, he has a move where he goes like this with his Keyblade, well not Keyblade, but the Keyblade looking sword, as well as the crossbow where he forms an X in the sky. There is many characters we know that does that. We know that Brig does it. We know that Xehanort does it. We know that Yozora does it, and we know that Vanitas does that same exact move where he jumps up in the air, does the X in the air, and shoots it at you. There has to be some sort of trick to this character. Is this character maybe the same person of multiple different people, because this is unreality after all, so we have to consider those aspects, but I don't think it's like that. Maybe, Luxu, or matter of fact, let's just say Master of Masters, because we know the Master of Masters ran off to Quadratum for years after the events of Kingdom Hearts Key. So maybe Yozora was a disciple, maybe he was a foreteller, maybe he has a lost page. It can go anywhere, the possibilities are endless, but we know that Brig has a connection with Yozora that Tetsuya Nomura does not want us to know. Because it's obvious they have a sigil. Their fighting styles are alike. They fight a lot alike. They both are sharpshooters. They both use similar weapons. There's so many different connections between the two characters. Yozora's eye is discolored. He doesn't have the same eye color in both eyes. I think he did that because to give us some sort of he wants us to start theorizing on what this could mean. But I highly doubt he did it just to, just for the aesthetic. I feel like he did that to lead us on the right path of who Yozora can potentially be, or who is he connected with. So it's crazy because there's so much connections between Yozora, Riku, Ephemer even, Xemnas, Luxu, Brig, Xigbar, whatever you want to call them, but there's so many different connections between these two characters. But this marks the end of my video. Make sure to like, make sure to comment, make sure to share with your friends, as well as hit the notifications bell so you don't miss any of my mystic content. May your heart be your guiding key. Let's grow this mystic family, but this was a little short discussion theory video just to get your heads moving towards this subject, and I want to see how you feel about it. If you want me to make a part 2, please let me know in the comment section below. Do your thing. I love you all. Peace.